This is a video tour of 255 North Michigan, unit 1490. I'm standing on the porch here of the unit, and it's raining out, and so it's a bit harder for me to get a view of what's going on here, but you are on an end property here. You can see that the property directly in front of us has some siding issues. This siding has more recently been switched out, and this is like a plastic vinyl sort of siding here. So going into the property itself, you walk in onto a wood look laminate floor. It's clear that the property has been flipped and they've made it nice and new looking. It does have a bit of a smell. It's hard for me to pinpoint what it is. I think it might be a little bit of a sewage smell, then with kind of this air freshener sort of smell over it. So it's hard to pinpoint. It's not incredibly strong, but it is there. So walking in the front door, you can see to my left, you've got stairs. To my right is your first bath, which is just a little half bath, or a 3/4 bath, sorry, as you come in the door. So shower, toilet, newer vanity there. Walking forward, before you hit the living room, you've got a pretty decent sized closet here. They put some trim around it, which is nice. Doors seem to be missing. I don't know if they're in the basement potentially or just not here. I don't have a lot of lights on right now, and it's not a particularly bright day. But you can still see everything inside of the house really well, which says it's got pretty decent natural light going on. They painted all the walls gray. You've got a knockdown texture ceiling and this really big sliding glass window here that looks out onto the back porch. And as you can see, you back up into this wooded area. So quite a bit of privacy compared to a lot of the other units in this subdivision. So this little area where the light is above is meant to be your dining room. And you can see they've got the double doors here that lead out the back, which I'm just gonna kind of pop out here a little bit because again, it's raining today. But you can see you've got an AC unit right there. Siding all looks good because it's that plastic. This light is cute, newer. Okay, so switching over into the kitchen. The kitchen is, I would say, not as updated as the rest of it. So you've got a Formica sort of countertop that is definitely worn in some places, older cabinetry, and the backsplash is, just a white tile here, which is holding up pretty well. But in this bottom corner, you can see where some of it's trying to fall down and they tried to re-caulk it back in. Another thing I want to mention, which I don't think you're going to be able to see this on the video, but I can feel it. There is a very big hump going from here to here. So the hump is right here and then it slopes down. But you can't really see that on the video. Okay, so obviously this unit would need a stove, would need a refrigerator. You do have a dishwasher in the kitchen. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go downstairs just because the door to downstairs is right here. And I can see where they patched a little bit of a hole there. The basement is unfinished. Again, you can't really see this on the video, but the flooring is kind of bubbled up here when I'm pushing on it. Okay, so down into the basement. And it definitely, again, has a bit of a smell to it, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. So basement, the walls look pretty good overall. It's been raining really hard all day, and I don't see any water intrusion happening right now in the basement, which is excellent. You can see where they've sheetrocked the bottom half of this wall again, and so I'm kind of wondering if there was something going on behind the wall that they fixed. So water heater, furnace, you've got a little drain in the floor here. But again, overall, the walls down here look pretty good. You've got a setup there for a washer and a dryer, and that would be the vent out for that. Okay, so back out of this basement, and we're gonna go upstairs now. So this property is on an HOA. The whole subdivision is on an HOA. They do have higher dues, and that's because the HOA covers external maintenance of these properties, which means they cover siding, they cover the roof, they cover the foundation, they do all the lawn care, they take care of the parking area as well. But you are responsible for windows as an owner. Okay, so older stairs that could stand to be refinished. Same color as the cabinetry in the kitchen, but you can see pretty scratched up generally. And then hardwood floors. So these are the original hardwood floors to the property up here. And you can look over the ledge and look into that living room space that I was just in. You can see where they've hit the ceiling with a little bit of paint. I'm not sure if there were just some nail pops or discoloration or what that was. So walking down the hallway and to my right, you're gonna enter bedroom number 1, which is a pretty decent sized bedroom and not a bad closet either. It's a little bit deeper than you would think. The doors on it are pretty cheap doors, and obviously go clear up to the ceiling there. But windows are the same double pane vinyl sliding windows as the other rooms in the house, and they look pretty good. And then here's a view of just the parking lot in front of the property. And so each one of these units has a designated parking space, and it's also got some parking spaces that aren't designated in case you have guests come. Okay, so coming out of this room, and we've got bathroom here, storage here, and then to my right again is gonna be bedroom number 2. So bedroom number 2 is quite a bit smaller than bedroom number 1. And again, doors are missing here, so it's just an open face closet. And the screen is pretty ripped up on this window, but the window itself looks to be in decent shape. Just a closer view of the parking lot. Okay, and then we're gonna walk forward and start to head towards storage, but I just want you to see where, like, obviously there was trim down here and the trim hasn't been put back on. It's like they forgot to put it back on. It's not that big a deal, just a cosmetic thing. So storage here before you hit the bathroom. This, I'm not sure what this is. Looks like a stain, like it really, really needs to be scrubbed there on the floor. And there's a bit of a smell in the closet again. So you can see you've got another air freshener sitting right here, I'm sure, to try and combat that. Okay, so the bathroom, is the light behind the door? Where's the light for this room? That's strange. Okay, so is the light out here? Okay, yeah, so the light for the bathroom is in the hallway, which is kind of weird. The flooring is a wood look tile flooring, which is nice. I mean, it's cute that they did the different colors. It ties in that sink and, you know, the gray, white that you've got going on. So bathtub, shower, insert. This shower and bathtub look pretty new. I would guess that they put that in when they flipped it. You can see they've used kind of like a wood trim here around the edging of the shower. Mirror is definitely older. You can see it's just, you know, kind of pockmarked and things like that. Newer light fixture in here. And then toilet in the bathroom. And then you do have a little bit of one of those storage mirrors here, but you can see quite a bit older internally. So they've done, I would say, a pretty decent job of flipping it. I mean, there's some things that they could still have done, like the kitchen, and you can see where, like, they patched the edge of this wall, and there's a texture difference where it's like flat and then it goes to this textured wall. So I know that they fixed something here. I would guess it was probably a settling crack along a sheetrock line. That's a pretty common thing. So, okay, that's it, and let us know what you think.